I have nightmares still to this day with that.
When Ryan and Lauren were young, we used to spend a lot of time in the car, and we used to listen to music in the car and end up singing a lot of it, such as Billy Ray Cyrus's Achy Breaky Heart.
We got an album called Dr. Demento's Christmas Carols, I think it was, and it had like all sorts of just bizarre Christmas songs, and the Hippo Song was one of them.
It was like a moth to a flame. We were just drawn to this song. We heard it and we were like, yeah, this song kicks ass.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do.
When I was young, I had no sense of tone, and I was always told in school not to sing, but to lip sync.
In music class in elementary school, I refused to sing because my music teacher hated me so much. You should see the report card she wrote about me. Ryan is always disrupting the classroom environment. He shouts out in the middle of instructions.
And so when we were in the car, we didn't care how we sounded. We didn't care if we sang in key.
I felt really safe there. I felt very comfortable singing it with my family. And then the swim team was like a second family, so I always felt safe singing it there too.
There was no boundaries. There wasn't somebody there that was saying, you don't know how to sing.
It was just such a pure, blissful, judgment-free environment always. And there was never going to be a report card that said, you know, C+ on your Hippo Song performance.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do.
Dad would always have us perform it in front of the Christmas tree every year.
I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy.
We would just be staring at our socks most of the time because we were so nervous, or we would just burst out into giggles because we couldn't contain ourselves.
Morning, creeping down the stairs.
Eventually, Lauren decided that she wanted to choreograph a dance to the song, and I was a little reluctant to learn this dance.
They worked up a choreographed number. I don't know what it was, but it was a good way to just be young and innocent.
I mean, the moves that we made up were just obviously not by professional choreographers.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't think Santa Claus minded you.
After just performing it in front of the Christmas tree, we took it to swim practice one day. I'm not sure that was the greatest decision ever.
I can see him now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh,
My swim coach, John, just also was drawn to this song and our performance of it, and he would encourage us.
We were forced with chains and whips.
Coerce us, just basically force us into singing it all the time.
And if we got a word wrong, whoosh. No, I'm kidding, we didn't, no, it wasn't like that.
I always encouraged Ryan to do it because it could take the atmosphere of any mundane day or average get-together and turn it into something festive and sometimes just outright hilarious.
And one practice I remember, people just did not want to get in and swim at all. And he said as long as we kept performing the hippo dance, we did not have to get in the pool.
and hippopotamuses like me too. I only like hippopotamuses and hippopotamuses like me too.
God, that day we had to perform at least a baker's dozen times. Now that I think about it, that's all we were. A delay in practice. Did they really love our dance? Or did they just want us to delay practice?
Lauren ended up quitting swimming in 9th grade. Before, we had always performed it together at the club, and then one day she was gone and it was just me performing.
And then as new people came along, they never saw me, so they only saw you doing this dance. it became yours. Douchebag.
When I was at the Detroit Zoo once, I thought one of the most interesting animals there were the hippos. In fact, I saw two of them mating. So maybe that also stems from me having this reoccurring horrific dream.
And his mom had just sat down in the water closet, which is the correct terminology for the little toilet area.
It was at Long Course State meeting. I was 14 years old, and John somehow convinced me to sing the Hippopotamus song in front of everyone before the national anthem, over the PA. But yeah, my mom wasn't there for that. She was in the bathroom the whole time.
So she had just sat down in the water closet, and then all of a sudden she heard her lovely young son, who was in high school at the time, singing a Hippo song. And she missed the whole thing. She came out and she was all, "Oh my gosh, I missed the whole thing. I heard you singing a Hippo song." But of course, the entire 2,000 people in the pool, when it went on the PA system, with about 2 minutes left in warm-up, all went like this. It was scary. You've never seen it, have you? She's never seen the Hippo song. But wow.
My favorite part of the song is there's lots of room for him.
And our two-car garage.
I'd feed him there.
And wash him there and give him his massage. That's my favorite part, for sure.
Nowadays, when that part comes up, I like to give a massage to someone who's never seen the Hippo song before. You know, just the look on people's faces.
There's lots of room for him in our two-car garage. I feed him there and wash him there and give him his massage.
It's just that. It's like a carnival that disappears into the fog and winds up in your town the next night, and it's the same people, and you're like, oh my gosh, where did these people come from? They just appeared and disappeared into the fog.
But then once I got older, I started getting really embarrassed about it.
I know you didn't want to do it sometimes. Yeah. So what? There are some levels of embarrassment that are inherent in life. And if you avoid that type of situation your whole life, you're going to miss out on a lot of joy.
You know, when John would ask me to do the Hippo song, I couldn't say no. My whole time swimming for him has been kind of like trying to gain his respect.
The first day that I met you, Ryan, the first thing you told me was that you were almost gifted. And I didn't really know what that meant. And so I asked you, what do you mean almost gifted? And you said, I don't know.
I can see him now.
On Christmas morning, creeping
Down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise.
when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero.
Standing there.
And I think in one sense, probably you are gifted. You're gifted in making other people happy. And you brought a lot of joy to people. You won't quite be a Broadway song and dance man. You don't quite have it, but you're almost gifted.
I have this really strong attachment to my club swim team where I grew up. And every time I go back there, they always want me to perform the Hippopotamus song. No matter when it is. It's Christmas, it's July, doesn't matter. I have to perform the Hippopotamus song. And, you know, I love these people way too much to ever say no to them. It's just something that I don't see myself letting go of anytime soon. And I'm 21 years old, for God's sake, and I'm still singing about how I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. And I'm never gonna get one. I'll never get a hippopotamus for Christmas. I know this, but that's not the point anymore.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too.
Again.